Today's broadcast is brought to you by Dooley Funeral Homes, providing kind, personal service since 1857.
Good morning, Antwerp. It is Thursday, May 16th, and it's time for Archers Live with Rylan Brooks and Alex Lehman.
Coming up, we'll be interviewing our final salutatorian of the class of 2019. Stick around to hear about her future plans. Archers Live starts right now.
Today we have Braxton and Jeremiah from Mrs. Bach's early kindergarten class to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Will you please stand?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic where it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with justice for all.
On the lunch menu for today, we're having hodgepodge pizza, carrots and celery with dip, applesauce, and milk or salad bar.
On the schedule for today, the AP Statistics exam starts at 11:30 this morning, so students taking that will need to leave after third period. Some of our varsity track and field athletes will be leaving at 12:45 for the district track meet. See Coach Hale's email for that list.
Tonight, the varsity baseball team hosts the sectional finals game at 5 o'clock. Tickets are on sale for $6 for adults and $4 for students with no pre-sale. And last, there will be a school board meeting in the boardroom at 6 this evening.
Looking ahead to tomorrow, don't forget that it will be the first day of odd period exams for underclassmen. Graduation practice will be at 8:30, followed by the senior staff cookout starting at 1.
Student council members in grades 6 through 11 will be working uptown for a day of service tomorrow as well. They will leave after AA tomorrow and return to school around 2:30. All student council members need to bring money for lunch at the root beer stand.
Tomorrow, current 6th and 7th grade members of NJHS need to meet during AA in Mrs. Long's room for election of next year's officers. Current officers should also meet to assist with elections.
Also keep in mind that the high school gym will be closed for the remainder of the week in preparation for graduation this weekend.
Happy birthday today to Katie in 3A turning 10 and to Carson Ultimus in the 7th grade turning 14. You two have a great day, and Katie, make sure you get a birthday pencil from the office.
Here are the results of field day yesterday. 3B defeated 3A 111 to 80. 4B won with a score of 75 over 4C 67 and 4A 64. And 5A score of 100 defeated 5B score of 91.
Many students submitted their names for completing a kindness challenge slip. Student council members drew names, and the winners are Paley Dickus and Lydia Krouse. See Mrs. Reyes for your prize. Thank you to everyone who spread kindness around our school.
Attention students in Mr. Hepner's second and third period PE classes, please meet outside at the field house for your bike ride.
Attention seniors, all outstanding senior fees must be taken care of by tomorrow. That includes office and library fees.
Prom photo orders are in. If you haven't done so already, stop by Mrs. Sorrell's room to pick them up.
Students enrolled in AP English next year should stop in Mrs. Sorrell's room to pick up summer reading.
From the guidance office, all NOVA coursework must be completed by the end of the school year on May 22nd. Any incomplete work, tests, or quizzes will be given a 0 and figured into the final grade. Seniors, you must have all your NOVA coursework completed by the end of the day tomorrow.
From the athletic department, spring athletic awards will be on Tuesday, May 21st at 7 p.m. Please dress appropriately and tell your coach or Mr. Ultimus if you can't be there.
In sports news, our varsity softball team defeated Edgerton last night 10-2 to win district semifinals. Carly Haynes was the winning pitcher, striking out 7 in 7 innings. On offensive, Haynes had a single, double, and home run. Lauren Schuler also had a single and a home run. Asti Capes had a single and a double, and Alyssa Fuller added a double. The girls continue down the tournament trail tomorrow night at Bryan.
In community news, the Paulding County Hospital Regional Health Center here in Antwerp will be performing sports physicals for all athletes on our school from June 5th and 6th from 1 to 4:30 p.m. The cost will be $15 per physical. Call 419-258-5641 if you have questions.
So far, we've talked to co-salutatorians Nathan Lee and Austin Sherwin about their future plans. Today, we will be talking to our final salutatorian, Iris Sorrell, who is graduating with a 3.994 GPA. Let's take it over to ALS TV's Adam Butzin to hear more from her.
Today we're here with co-salutatorian Iris Sorrell. Iris, tell us a little bit about your plans after graduation.
Well, next year I'm going to Adrian College in Adrian, Michigan, and I'm going for environmental science. But with that major at Adrian, you have to choose a focus with it, and you can choose from like biology, political science, geology, weather, and business. And right now I'm not sure what focus I want to take. I'm thinking either biology or political science. And beyond that, again, I'm not entirely sure. It depends on what I pick. But if I pick the political science route, I want to work with the United Nations in either Botswana, Nairobi, or Paris, which United Nations is like the biggest environmental advocacy group of the world, pretty much. And then if I go the biology route, I'd like to move to Maine and work in the Bay of Maine in their environmental field work there.
All right. As you look back at your 12 or so years of school, is there anyone who has been really inspirational or a huge help to you along the way?
Well, the obvious choice is my mom, because I feel like for all of our, like me and my siblings' childhood, my mom set that standard of not necessarily that you have to do everything perfectly, but you need to try your hardest, because that's what is your perfect, that's what is your best. Do your best even if that's a C. And I also think Mr. Schuette has helped a lot. Not really, well, he has helped academically. I won't say that he hasn't really helped academically, but he's really helped me like personally become someone better, because he takes so much time to focus on his students' lives, not just their grades.
All right. And you've obviously been a good student here at Antwerp.
I hope so.
What advice would you give to other people who'd like to do the same?
I think my advice would actually be to not make your grades your primary focus, which I know, oh my gosh, I'm a salutatorian and I'm saying that. But when a lot of my classmates have found out, like as you're applying for college and stuff, that when you have perfect grades but you haven't done anything else, colleges notice that. They notice that they think when they see that you've gotten a 4.0 but you haven't done sports, you haven't had a job, any of that, they think that you're not good at multitasking. And colleges want someone who's well-rounded. So my best advice is that, yes, your grades are important, work your hardest, but also make yourself well-rounded. Take all the opportunities in high school you can to do everything, because beyond Sunday for us, a lot of those opportunities you're not going to find in the world beyond these doors.
All right. And what do you think you'll miss most about Antwerp, either the school or the town?
Well, I'm not from the town, but I will say that I do miss that sense of community, like Sherwin said, because even me being this Hoosier here in the Buckeye State, I have always found a sense of community in Antwerp. It's like this second home for me, because there was a time, last year was really the biggest time I noticed it, when our announcements were down, and like I'm the face of our announcements sometimes, and people would come up to me at the basketball games, people I didn't even know, they'd be like, when's the announcements coming back up? Well, we miss you news. I'm like, I don't know, but I was just this face, and they knew me. It was kind of awesome.
All right, and final question, what do you look forward to most as you prepare to graduate and move on to the next stage of life?
Oh man, I think I most look forward to just kind of my horizons opening up from Antwerp horizons to world horizons. There's so many opportunities out there that you don't get in Antwerp. Like there's so many opportunities here, but it's just this little scope of the world. While out in the world you have so much that you can do, so many people you can meet.
All right, congratulations on being co-salutatorian, Iris. Let's take it back to you, Alex, and can't remember his name. Rylan.
Thanks, Adam.
You're welcome, Rylan.
And with that, we're done for the day. We'll see you everyone back here tomorrow to wrap up our last full week of school. Have a happy last Thursday of the school year.